Hey, everybody, thanks for stopping by the page. You and 9 million other people, your closest friends, are probably thinking about leaving California right now, and that's why you're here. You want to make a decision. Is it a good thing or a bad thing to leave California? Now, I'm not here to tell you whether or not it's good or bad for you and your family, but what I am going to lay out for you in this quick video is 5 reasons that sellers are moving out of California. Okay, there's a mass exodus, right, of biblical proportions. We know that. And there's 5 main reasons that we come across every day. We are working with dozens of homeowners who have started the process of selling their homes in California to move out of state. And I'm also going to list for you in this video a number of reasons why buyers are still buying in this market. Because if everybody's leaving, who's staying? Well, I'm going to answer that in this video, and I'm going to share with you why prices are continuing to go up here in California because of those reasons people are staying. So here's the 5 reasons that people are leaving California. Number 1, and we hear it all the time, politics. People that are leaving California almost always want to go to a place where people vote like them and have the same convictions about the way our government should work. We see people leaving because of politics. Number 2, policies. Now, if you're a business owner, and we've worked with a lot of business owners are always constantly looking at profit margins. They're looking at how long it takes to get something to market. They're looking at government regulations. And guess what? Business owners realize it is very difficult to do business here in California, especially to start a new business. And so people are leaving California because their employers are leaving. Their companies are relocating. We work with relocation companies. We hear it. We get the phone call. Hey, they're relocating them back to, and they say back to somewhere outside of California, because anywhere out of California is back to somewhere, just so you know. So they're leaving because of policies. The third thing, people are leaving because of prices. It is just cheaper to live outside of California. The cost of goods, gas, groceries, even eating out. We have an office that we work with in Tennessee, and the gas prices there are $2 to $3 cheaper per gallon than we see here in California. And when they post those pictures on our Facebook pages about people leaving California, it really drives all of us crazy because our prices are so much more expensive here in California. And so people leave for prices. Number 4, people leave to go get property. Property is less expensive other places in the United States. Almost every state has a pocket that is cheaper than California. And most states, like all of Oklahoma, I'm going to say, is cheaper than California. So no matter where you're selling in California, you can buy something cheaper outside of the borders of California. So people are leaving to go get property. A friend of mine, I was just talking with him today, and he just bought 15 acres for a fraction of what it would cost to buy that same kind of property here in California. I'm talking maybe 10% of what it would cost to buy that same property here in California. So property is much more available. You can buy acreage, you can buy bigger homes, all for the same or lower prices. So property is the number 4 reason. Number 5, and this is probably, if none of those 4 are for you, the one that is the most motivating factor, and that is people. People that you like, people that you know, and more importantly, people that you love are leaving California. I can guarantee you that if you have had a family member leave California, if you had never, ever thought about moving out of California, the moment they did, and they start sending you pictures of their sunsets, of their lifestyle and things that they're doing, you're going to start to think about it. And if you have grandkids who have left the state, I mean, you're gone. You're leaving. You may not even know it yet, but you're going to move. I call it the grandkid magnet. Where that grandkid goes, now, don't tell the parents. The kids are not important. It's the grandkids, right? They are leaving. People are leaving California to follow the grandkids. People that have been in California their whole lives. Grandparents that have their houses completely paid off. They're leaving, okay? And they're going to follow those grandkids and those kids. And so we see whole family units just up and leave. We recently had 3 family units leave: the grandparents, the kids, and the grandkids. All of them up and gone in a matter of months, moved to the same area of the same state. That is happening all over California. So if everybody's leaving, that begs the question, who's buying? Who in the world is buying right now? So let me give you a list of who's buying right now, because it'll help you understand why the market is still strong. The current buyers that we see most predominantly buying, especially in Southern California, are the millennial first-time buyers. Now think about it. The millennial first-time buyer is usually this is like one of the most educated generations ever to enter into the real estate market. Not only that, they are also earning really good income at their jobs. Not only that, they're getting married later in life, they're having children later in life, and so they're able to accumulate significant amount of cash if they're not out spending it all the time. And so a lot of millennials I know moved back into their parents' home after college. They got a great job, and now they're living there, most of them, a lot of them, rent-free, and they're accumulating a lot of cash. Now they are ready to buy, and they are looking at all their friends, and they're thinking, we don't have kids, but we can't do that in mom and dad's house. We need to buy a house. And so they're out buying properties, and they're competing with each other. And not only that, mom and dad are also, in many cases, chipping in 10, 20, 50, 100, $200,000 to help these kids buy their first home. And so it's like a perfect situation right now where this young, educated millennial generation is just coming in with significant down payments. It is very rare that we see on a listing or a home that's going on the market. It's very rare that we see 5 or 10% down payments. We're seeing 20, 30, 50% down payments. That's a pretty significant difference between this housing market and the housing market of 2007 before the Great Recession, okay? Those buyers are buying big houses, anywhere from $500 to $2 million, first-time buyers. I get asked the question all the time, where's all that money coming from? Well, I hope that answers your question. They've been living rent-free, saving their money, and now mom and dad are adding to it, and they're coming in with $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 in down payments. And they've got dual incomes, and for them, the mortgage payment of $4,000, $5,000, or even $6,000 a month is not more than 30% of their monthly income. And so those buyers are buying right now. And because interest rates are low, this is another reason, interest rates are low, it allows their monthly payment to be manageable. Now, if you were to rent your own home right now, you might be surprised how much you could get for it. Well, the buyers are doing that rent versus buy analysis. And because of interest rates hovering around 3%, we do see that that payment for owning is not significantly more than renting. And so for them, it makes sense to go ahead and buy into the payment, not the price, but buy into the payment so we can buy this house. Another reason, and this is the last reason I'm going to leave you with today. This year, 2021, we are seeing the state open back up. And last year, there were a lot of buyers that as soon as COVID hit and they closed everything down, they just put buying on the side. They just took it off the table. They weren't going to buy in the midst of the coronavirus and with everybody wearing masks and all of the fear that was going on. They just decided to sit on the sidelines and wait it out. Well, guess what? States are opening back up. California's opening back up. They're now able to go back out, and they feel confident that they can go back out. And if you're like many of the buyers out there, they've saved money because they didn't go anywhere. They didn't travel. They didn't go out to eat. And so that adds to the down payments that people have. So those are the reasons that are buying. We got millennials, we got a lot of money, we've got generational wealth that's just, helping the young kids buy. We've got low interest rates, and we have people that are now entering back into the market that were not there before. All right, so that's why this is happening. So if you're thinking about moving, let me run you through a couple of things. Number one, it is going to take longer than you think to get it all planned out. And we work with clients 24 months in advance. We are getting calls, hey, we're going to leave in 2025. What should we do? And we start working with them and start coordinating the effort because it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of hiccups along the way. There's a lot of obstacles and roadblocks. And because we've helped dozens of families leave California, we have a network of realtors and movers and everybody else along the way, lenders and things like that, that have helped our clients successfully leave California and relocate to another state. And if you're going to a state you've never been to before, obviously you want to make sure you work with somebody there that is equipped to help you become a transplant into their area. Okay, now I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. Californians aren't well liked outside of California. And I just got to be real. You go to some states and they're like, don't California my Texas, or don't California my Tennessee, wherever you're going. If you're going to a conservative area, They're afraid of Californians. And so we want to make sure that in this process that you're being given good advice and directed properly so that we can help you make a good decision for your family. We love helping sellers sell their home and effectively move to wherever they want to go. Where you go, that's your decision. But we would love to help you sell your home and get you on the way when it's the right time for your family. So if that resonates with you, please contact us, reach out to us, let us help you, let us get involved early so that we can make sure that all of the things we've learned from watching others, we can help share that experience and knowledge and wisdom with you so that you can make the right move. May God bless you in your journey, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.